Okay, now we all set. Okay, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to the first session of data science. Now, in this particular session, I am going to focus mostly on discussing about Anaconda and what are the different kind of features Anaconda provides you to do the data science using Python. Now, the objective of this class is, as it is mentioned in a web in this PPT, that first we are going to discuss what is basically Anaconda distribution and how it is basically different from Python distribution. Now, we have multiple distributions are available for Python. Now, Anaconda has its own distribution, Active Python have its own distribution, Intel has its own distribution, and the raw Python, which is normally you get with the help of website called as python.org, that's a raw Python. So we are going to see what is the difference between a raw Python as well as Anaconda distribution of Python. And then we are going to focus on how to install Anaconda into your local machine. So if you are using Mac, Linux, or a Windows operating system, how to install Anaconda into your machine, that we are going to discuss in a class. Then we are also going to discuss about a repository which Conda provides me. Now Anaconda has a huge repository. In fact, Python has a huge repository. Anaconda is just copying this repository, and how to install the packages into your local machine, that we are going to discuss about using Conda as well as Pip. So Pip and Conda to get a new packages. Let's say Conda provides you the multiple packages, that what I'm going to discuss in a class after this session, after this particular slide, and how to install if you require more packages into your system. Then we are going to focus on a Conda as well as Pip help page. So I given the complete PPT associated with that. In case if you want at a runtime, it is also available in a help page. Then we are going to set a virtual environment for Conda. Virtual environment will be very beneficial when we are working with a multiple project which require different versions of packages. So we are going to discuss how to basically create a virtual, I would say, environment for Python in which I require one version, might be a different version in a different environment. And then we are going to discuss about how to integrate Anaconda with any of the editor like PyCharm or Atom, or might be you are going to use Eclipse as well. How basically we are going to integrate this Anaconda with your local IDE, which is required for professional programming. So let's get started with this session. So first thing is, it comes to your mind, what is Anaconda distribution? So Anaconda distribution is an open source distribution of Python as well as R programming. Normally provided the packages which is used for predictive analysis as well as scientific communication. Now, if you talk about the packages in Python, there are multiple packages which are used for scientific calculations like SciPy, NumPy. You have a package for providing the UI-based interface, or I would say graphical interface into it. Then we have Matplotlib. Apart from this, we have a machine learning packages like scikit-learn, and we have analytical packages called as pandas. Now, these are the very common packages in Python which is used for data science or data analytics. Now, this Conda or Anaconda is basically a collections of multiple packages which we can put at a single place. So it's like, let's say for example, you have a distribution for one package which is called as Anaconda, and second one we have a distribution for Python. Now in Python we are not having these kind of packages which are required for predictive analysis or scientific computation. So what Anaconda does is, Anaconda have a list of all the packages which are required for a computation, and then put it into the single distribution called as Anaconda distribution. It's a complete open source, so you can directly install into your local machine or into your office system as well. Apart from this, Anaconda also provide you the enterprise version. Definitely it is for the companies who want to buy this license and use Anaconda for multiple support, as well as utilizing it for your day-to-day activities into your project. Now, why Anaconda? That's an important thing. Why Anaconda? Because it has all the analytical packages, so you don't have to build each and every package of yourself. You don't have to install them. It's already available over there. So whenever we require, we simply import it into our namespace and start utilizing it. That's an importance of an Anaconda. And apart from this, Anaconda has a very big community. 4.5 million users are already using Anaconda, and they have a big community which are contributing to the Conda repository as an open source. And you have multiple packages which are available in Conda repository as well. So in case if you require some package, you can go there and download these packages and install them into your local machine. And which why personally like about Anaconda is a creation of a virtual environment. Now, why virtual environment is, as I said before, that sometimes what happens, let's say you have one project which require a versions of some packages. Let's say, for example, I'm just giving the hypothetical example. Let's say NumPy has a version 1.0 and other NumPy has a version 1.1. So I require for one project, it requires 1.0. For other project, it requires 1.1. So I create two separate environment, one virtual environment which holds 1.0, other virtual environment which holds 1.1. And might be the original version of NumPy is 1.10. So that's how you can separate your environment based on the packages versions, and you can install into your namespace and utilize them. Now, so many students normally ask me a question that why we require Anaconda, why not normal Python? And this is a very generic question which everybody has into their mind. So if I say, if I just try to compare what is Anaconda and what is Python, I can say, I can always give the example of a pizza. Let's say, for example, if you want to prepare a pizza, what you do? You prepare each and everything of yourself, including your base, including your toppings, including your cheese as well. You are putting it into the oven and getting out of it the pizza. The second model is you can call Domino's or you can call Pizza Hut and get the pizza out of here. So everything is prepared for you. You simply have to call and get the pizza and eat it. The ultimately thing is you have to pay extra cost for a pizza. But the beautiful part about Anaconda, it's open source, it's free of cost, so you don't have to pay anything specific for it. You can just install, download and install and use it in a day one. So that's the beauty of Anaconda, which I really say it's more useful for the users if you're working towards data science package. Otherwise, what happen is if you're using normal distribution of Python for python.org, you have to install each and every package yourself. In case if you face any kind of difficulties in installing the package, you have to debug the issues again and again and then rectify the issues as per the requirement. Normally, if you talk about the packages like NumPy, SciPy or Matplotlib, all these packages are built in C. So if you're working on a Windows system, you require the specific compiler to get this package into your machine. So Anaconda resolve this issue as well. In fact, for Linux system as well, you require C++ compiler to get this package into your machine if this is not available in built in your Linux system. So that's Anaconda is going to help you out. So Anaconda has an official website called as anaconda.com. Now this is a website which I have already opened. So I prepare my setup before starting the videos because it takes a lot of time to browse into the thing. So it's already available. So Anaconda has an official website. If you want to read the documentation about Anaconda, it is available over here. They have several blogs as well. You can go and check it out, the blogs, what is new into Anaconda and how it is different from other things. These are the few things about Anaconda, that 4.5 million users and which keeps on increasing, utilizing these packages into their day-to-day Python programming activities. They have 1,000+ inbuilt data science packages, as well as the packages which is available in Conda distribution, as well as other place. You simply go and download these packages and install them into your local machine. They have more than 150 enterprise customers who are using Anaconda, including Amazon Web Services as well. So it's a huge diversified portfolio Anaconda has at this time. Anaconda is a product of Quantum Analytics. It's a company. So they are providing this Anaconda enterprise version. They have a separate website called as Quantum Analytics. You can definitely go and browse that particular website as well. Now, this is all about what is Anaconda distribution. Now you get a fair understanding why we are using Anaconda instead of normal Python distribution. I move to the next slide at how it is different from Python distribution. We have discussed most of the things apart from this, but the important thing I would like to discuss about is a Jupyter Notebook, Jupyter Lab, Spider, and RStudio. These are 4 IDEs which Python provides you, which Anaconda provides you once you install it. So these are pretty good IDEs. You can do the things directly over there. Simply import the packages and start doing the programming. They rectify your mistake whenever you do in terms of syntaxes, or they actually show you up. So this IDEs are pretty useful for doing the programming. In fact, now in a real world, Jupyter is a most common platform for every data science engineers who are working into Python programming and utilize this editor as their day-to-day programming result. Now, Python also provides you the Anaconda also provides you the machine learning packages and deep learning modeling, like with the help of scikit-learn, which is a Python package, as well as TensorFlow. So whenever you require, you import this. And in the AI class also, we are going to discuss about scikit-learn as well as TensorFlow both these packages and how to utilize your machine learning algorithms, how to create your machine learning algorithms using these two packages will be a part of our session. So that's about how it is different from. Now we come to the main point at how to install Anaconda into your machine. So for installing the Anaconda, you go to the website. Okay, once you go to the website, you can find out over here that there is a distributions available right over here down. You go to the download section of it. Once you click to the download, you can see the multiple versions of Pythons available over here. Now in this particular case, we have two versions. One is 3.x version as well as we have 2.x version. So I said download now. 3.x version as well as 2.x version. So as per your requirement, I personally believe that I have to install 2.7 because I'm more familiar with 2.7. I'm using it since last 12 years. So it's a very common version for me. Instead of 3.x, I have my handset over there. So I use 2.7, but hardly there is not much of a differences. If you are from a Python background or you have taken the training from us from Python, you know that what is the difference between 2.7 as well as 3.x in terms of users. You can install as per your operating system. So we have the versions available for Windows, Mac as well as Linux. You can click it and download this version. Now what I have done is I have created the steps, step-by-step installation. Now this is not a rocket science. It's a simple installation normally which we do for any software in Windows system. So simply you can click over there, find it out what are different kind of windows you get. So once you're trying to install Anaconda into your machine, it asks you that which location you want to install it. So you can give normally your C, if you're working on a Windows system, you can give your C partition where you install your Anaconda, like in this case. I have just taken the screenshot of the installation of an Anaconda when I did. So first it asks you that where exactly you want to put this Anaconda, and you come down over here, go to the next tab. It's pretty simple. It's not a difficult to install Anaconda into your machine. The only tricky part is here, you have to give the location where exactly you want to install Anaconda into your machine. So you can browse it up and go to that location where you have an Anaconda available, where you want Anaconda need to be installed. Once you're done with the installation, just modify your path so that you can get to know that path is already modified. Why path is modified, I give you the basic idea of it. And once it is done, it takes a little bit time, at least 10-15 minutes to get it installed. It's a huge package. Approximately it takes 500 MB when you download it and install it into your local system. So make sure that you have an available space of approximately 500 MB. Once you've done this, the Anaconda is installed into your machine. So if you want to check it out, the Anaconda, normally I install this Anaconda into my C location. So I go to my C location. Here I go, C location. And I have a location called as Anaconda. Here I install the Anaconda software. So you can see different kind of DLL file as well as Python exes, which we are going to use into our project for understanding. Let's move further. I open my CMD, which is a command line prompt. Now in command line prompt, I simply type a command called as Python -V, which gives me the version number. So I have installed Python 2.7.14. It's an Anaconda version. And you can immediately start doing the programming. In case if you're not getting this result from Python -V, make sure that you have modified your path variable. I hope that you know how to modify your path variable. In case you don't know how to modify your path variable, go to this PC, go to properties. My system is a little bit slow today. Many things are going on. Great. I go to advanced system settings. Okay, and then I go to environment variable, search for a path variable where I have, if I don't have a, here we have the path variable, I have already Anaconda available over here. In case if you don't have an Anaconda, just go to new, add this path location where you install your Anaconda, say okay, okay, and restart your CMD and run the command again. In case if you're finding any issues while installing the Anaconda, you can directly take a help from me anytime. Abhinandan is also available, which provides you the help. So you can get the help of any of the Python trainer available at Ethan's. So that's how you can install the Anaconda. I proceed. I'm rushing this away. Reason being is because it's not difficult to do the things. Now I'm going to take the path that how to utilize this Anaconda into day-to-day work. So I take a pause here and just take it a little bit later. Okay, great. So now we have installed Anaconda into our machine. Now we are going to utilize this Anaconda. So as I said before that my environment is set, I can able to see the version which is associated with an Anaconda. So now, as we have discussed earlier, that you can start the programming into two different ways. One is interactive way, so I can run the Python command. Now it goes into the Anaconda shell. That's one of the way. I import the package and check it out whether the package has been installed, whether the package is available over here or not. So I'm trying to import a package called as NumPy. This package is a numerical Python package, which are used for providing multiple kind of mathematical use cases. So I have a separate videos which is built on NumPy, which give you the fair understanding of an introduction, and it's a very good video in which you get a complete understanding of NumPy, how NumPy is different from normal Python, and what benefit it is providing while processing a data, what kind of universal function number provide into to rectify your day-to-day issues. So it is pretty slow in this particular case, but if you do it on your machine, it might be a little bit faster. My machine is pretty bad at this moment. It has a lot of processes are running on. So this is how, once you impose a package, you can start utilizing the package into your namespace. That's good. We have tested our environment as well. It's all good. Now I'm going to discuss about a Conda repository. So Conda is a utility, I would say, which comes along with Anaconda, which is used for install the package, upgrade the package, remove the package, or might be do a lot of stuff with the help of it. Now, Anaconda provide you multiple repository. So I have listed down the repository over here, which is one is Anaconda repository, second one is Anaconda Cloud, third one is Anaconda Enterprise, which I've discussed that it is by your organization, and the next one is Conda Force. So you can install the package from any of this repository into your machine. So you simply say Conda install and a package name, the package has been installed. Now this repository, you can use it. Apart from this, Anaconda also provided the navigator. It's a kind of this kind of navigator you can see, which have multiple applications available. If you want to install some application which is not yet installed, you go and install this application. You can do that. I don't utilize RStudio, Orange as well as Gluewitch, so I did not install this. This is predefined application which is available over there. So if you want to launch it, click here. IPython terminal will be launched. If you want to click launch here, Spider IDE will be launched. If you want to click here, a Jupyter notebook will be launched. You can utilize this multiple IDs which is provided by Anaconda Navigator. How to invoke Anaconda Navigator? Simply you go to the start button. So Anaconda, there's an app called as Anaconda Navigator. This app comes once you install Anaconda into your machine, and then you can start utilizing it. That's pretty simple. Let's proceed further. Important point over here is one Anaconda is installed. Let's say, for example, if you want to see what are different kind of packages available into your machine, or if you want to see that if you want to install more packages, you can do with the help of pip as well as Conda installer. Now, most of the people who are from Python background, who have taken the classes for Python, they know about pip. Pip is a utility, or I would say Python utility, which basically used for installation of a package. If you're not aware of a pip, go back and look into my pip video, which provide you the fair understanding of pip, what this utility actually does. So pip has a lot of commands are available. So I come out of it. So I see controls that I come out of it. So I have pip, which is available. I say pip list. Pip list will list down all the packages which Anaconda provides, or the packages which I install into my machine. In case if pip is not recognized command in your case, go and check it out again your environment variable. Normally this location is scripts. So where you have installed Anaconda, its scripts contain all these utilities. So I have a Conda utility as well. If you go down, you can able to see the pip utility as well, and you can able to see one more utility Python provides you called as easy_install. So multiple utilities are available. Again, in my machine it's pretty slow, but if you run into your machine, it might be a little bit faster. Same thing you can do with the help of Conda as well. So let's say I simply do this. I go back. Okay, I say Conda list. So both Conda as well as pip are the utility for providing or installing, as I discussed before, install, remove, upgrade, or creating the environment, creating the virtual environment for you and give you the result. So these are the multiple packages which are available in my machine. That packages comes along with the Python. Anaconda. When I install Anaconda, these packages are available. So I can use any of the package directly. I don't have to install these packages one by one, which I normally do in raw repository of Python. So it is available. I can utilize any of the packages I want. This is about a pip and conda. I have given a little bit commands over here. So this PPT is accessible through you. So I put this PPT into your SharePoint, where you can download this PPT and have a look of it. So there are multiple commands are written. Like for example, you want to see the help page of pip, use a pip minus help. And conda have a similar kind of commands. So let's say go back over here. I say conda minus minus help. Now this minus minus help will provide me the different kind of commands which are available over here in conda, which are used for installing a package or removing a package. Normally you can see the similar kind of commands in pip and conda uh, for installing or for adding more packages into your system. Okay, what is that? Do you like to send conda this report? Yeah, I want to send. That's fine. Great. Let's proceed further. So pip minus h will list down the help page of pip. Pip minus list will list down all the packages which are installed into my machine. Pip list outdated. It gives me all the packages which are outdated in my machine as compared to repository. So this is a little bit a heavy operation, because each and every package we are trying to compare with a website. Repository, I would say, local package as well as repository package, try to compare the version and give me the list of all the package which are outdated into my machine. Pip search any package name. XLRD is the name of a package here. So pip search any package name. If I want to check it out if this package is available in repository or not. Pip install package, it is used for installing any specific package into your machine. If pip install package equals to version. Now this is a version number. So let's say, for example, as I said before, in case if you require any specific version need to be installed into your machine, you can give the version number. You can also put like this: pip install package is greater than a specific version. Now greater than a specific version, whatever the package version is greater than from this number, it will automatically takes and install into your machine. Pip uninstall package, it will, in case if you find out any issue with the package, you can also uninstall this package from your machine. And pip install upgrade, that's another command to upgrade any specific package. So let's say, for example, I want to install any package. So I say pip install followed by the package name. Let's say, for example, I want to install a package called a simple JSON. I hope that this package is not available. A simple JSON is a Python package which is required for encoder and decoder of a JSON files or JSON objects. So if I want to install this package into a machine, I simply say pip install simple JSON. It automatically install into my machine, and I can utilize this package directly. I say import simple JSON. I can use this package directly into my machine. Oh, that's interesting. We did all the commands. Okay, now very important point. Why I prefer. It's pretty slow, yeah. Oops, here it's slow. It's slow. System is pretty slow. Great. Now, why I prefer, I would say, Anaconda as compared to normal Python version is how to create a virtual environment. Now, virtual environment is an environment which you create for your specific project. Let's say I can have multiple virtual environment into my machine. Let's say, for example, I'm working on a Django project. So I create a virtual environment for a Django project. I work on a Flask project. I created a virtual environment for the Flask project, which have specific modules need to be available over there. So if you want to create a virtual environment, it's pretty easy in case of Conda. So what is a command associated with this? I say Conda create minus minus name, whatever the name of a virtual environment you want to give. Let's say in my case, in my slide, I have given my project. But you can, let's say, for example, I can say Django project. And after this, I have to give at least one basic package which I want to be put available over there. Let's say, for example, I say Django, or might be I can give NumPy. So what it does, it basically creates a project called as a Django project, which have one module, which is mandatory. At least I have to provide one module for this. This should be available. And apart from this, what are the dependencies available for NumPy should be available into your Django project. And you can also specify the versions. Like let's say, for example, once I create this Django project, then if I want to install any packages, then it will be installed only for this Django project. It won't associate it with the main project over there. So for this, you run a command. Now this is a heavy command, so I don't want to run this. I say simply conda create minus minus name. And what is the name of my project? Let's say, for example, I say Django project, and I give the name of the package which I want need to be available. So when I run this, it actually creates a Django project for me, which contains all the packages which I want to require. If you want to see that what are the different kind of what are different kind of environments that are available with you, you simply run a command called as conda env list. It lists down all the environment which is available into your machine. In my case, I have only two environments. One is a root environment which contains all the packages. Second environment which I have created for this slide, that is called as my project. So this project environment is also available, which can be listed down with the help of this command called as conda env list. Oops, this command is taking a lot of time here. It's not able to install as well. What to do? Oops. It's completely gone. Yeah. So not to worry, a lot of things are happening in between. Let's do this activity. Again, once you try this out, you can able to see. I have the slides available, which is actually showing the same thing. Okay, so this is how we can create it. Once you run this command, it says creating an environment done, and what are the packages required for this particular environment that need to be installed. That in my case, it's certify, mkl, numpy, pip, python, everything is installed over there. Once I'm done with this activity, it says your project has been created. Now, if I want to activate this project, if you're using the Windows machine, you can activate the project. I'm seriously, it's pretty bad that the speed of this system is so bad. Okay, so in case if you want to create utilize any package, you say environment, you say activate, followed by name of an environment, which is my project. Once you run this, your project has been activated. Now whatever you do for this particular project. Now I am inside my project. This is associated with conda. Now whatever I install, I say pip install any package that will be installed only for this particular project, nothing else. If you want to come out of it, you say deactivate. That's it. Deactivate. That's it. It come out of this project. Now you are into root project, so whatever activity you do, you do for a root. This I have mentioned over here in the slide as well. You can have a look. Now the last part, we have Anaconda available with us. We know how to use this navigator, how to invoke IPython, which is a console, how to invoke or launch my Jupyter notebook, which is also available. In case if you want to integrate Anaconda with any of the editor, might be you are using Atom or PyCharm. In this case, I'm using PyCharm. So what you need to do is whenever you create a project, let's say here I go, whenever I create a new project, again it's pretty slow. Whenever I create a project, at that time I can specify, in this particular case I can specify that what interpreter I want for this particular project. Once you do this, create this, it takes a lot of time and your project has been created. So its indexing is still going on. It takes a little bit time for completing this indexing, and then you can utilize this particular project for your Anaconda development. So this is all I have. I hope this is a very quick session. That's pretty good for me as well. And you got a fair understanding how to install Anaconda in your machine. Again, as I said before, in case you stuck somewhere while installing the Anaconda, you can come back to me. You have my email ID as well. So my email ID is jatin@ethans.co.in. You can contact me with the screenshot what are the issues you are facing, and you can find me in office Pimple Sudagar as well as Karadi office on weekdays as well as weekend. So just coordinate with me. I try to rectify your issues while installing Anaconda. Again, the Django, it's a spelling mistake. Okay. So at a time you can just get this Anaconda done before you actually started with the data science classes using Python. I hope you enjoyed this video. In case if you face any kind of difficulties, do get back to me. I really love to help you out. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you so much. I come up with a new video very soon. And whenever you require, you can take a help from me. Thank you so much for your time. I pause this video.